All right, TSL, let's get it. You know, you can go to any platform that you want to. You can go to Instagram, you can go to TikTok, you can go to YouTube, you can go to LinkedIn, any platform, you name it. And on those platforms, you can learn about anything, but you won't learn how until you do and do and do. You're listening to the top 5% podcast in the world. This is The Sales Life. I'm your host, Marsh Buice. And if you want to have more, do more, be more, then say no more. I got a great episode for you. Every single episode that we do on The Sales Life is where we'll actually take the professional skills of sales and apply these to the life skills of selling. Because, see, sales is a profession. Selling is a life skill. And so it takes communication. Same thing it learns in the profession too. It takes communication. It takes curiosity. It takes creativity. It takes continuous learning, and it takes productive confrontation. So that way, no matter what comes your way, you'll never settle, and you'll keep selling your way through life. If this is your first time here, be sure and hit the subscribe button. That way you're not to miss a future episode. And if you find value in today's content, be sure and share this with someone else. Do not keep it a secret. That way you can show your support and show your love. And I love to hear the comments. Drop your comments in. And as we go along with today's episode, I'll be sure and get around to those. So let's get it with today's episode. Your dues are in your due. And if you want to learn how to do something or how to improve, to be a better salesperson, to be a better speaker, to be a better writer, to be a better podcaster, to do live content, if you want to be a better investor, if you want to be a better runner, if you want to learn how to do all the exercises in the gym, the only way, man, that you're going to do that, your dues are in your due. You got to do. And you got to pay your dues repeatedly over and over again. And let me tell you what this means. This means, dude, that you got to get your nails dirty. This means that you got to be the one to actually go first. This means that you got to look foolish and you got to fail in front of others. This means where people sometimes even question your sanity. Yet you keep doing. You do when no one is subscribing. You do when no one is liking. You do when no one is giving you feedback. You do when you're failing and it seems like the results will not show. You're paying your dues, my friend. And paying your dues, it's like you're making a small rent payment on your success. Because remember, success is rented. It's never owned. And the rent's due every single day. So it's like you got to make these micro investments. That's what paying your dues is. Your dues are in your due. So these are micro investments that you make. So for instance, I have an index fund with Vanguard in my portfolio. And in that index fund, I can pay put whatever I want to in there. Micro investments. So I could throw $50 in there. I could throw $100 in there. See, these are small incremental investments. It's not a waste, but I'm playing the long game. And many times what we do is when we want instant results. And we say, oh, well, it's not working. What a waste of my time. It's not a waste of your time. Customers aren't a waste of your time. Phone calls aren't a waste of your time. Going to the gym is not a waste of your time. All these things, man, what they're doing is, even though they don't show in the results, what's happening is it's storing, and it's incrementally building these things until they end up cascading. Same thing with the Vanguard fund. Yes, I'm going to take some losses. Yes, I'm going to take some hits. But what I do is I I keep putting my dues in there. And over a 20, 30, 40-year period, it's going to compound. And then I'm going to see the results. Because here's what's key. And here's one thing, man. Your dues are in your due. Here's one thing that you have to understand. The results can't show if you ain't there. It's like that car giveaway I talked about the other day. You must be present to win. And so you got to make these micro investments. And it's not, so many times in success, we think it's a one shot, one kill. We think we have to do this one thing. And it's not that at all. It's not that way, Patrick. What it is it's not all at once. It's once all the time, every single day. 1% improvement every single day. So what you got to do is you got to layer in your success. This is where you've got to write your personal code of success. Your code. See, someone else's code of success, that's the code that they wrote for their success. The code that you have to write is maybe patterning. It's taking their pattern. I sound like Elmer Fudd. It's taking their pattern and it's tweaking it. It's taking it to the lab. It's taking it to the do, where you take action on someone else's pattern and then you learn to make it your own. See, there's a difference with learning how to think versus what to think. What to think is where someone tells you what you do this, you do this, you do this, boom, result. Learning how to think, that's how you get average. Okay. Learning how to think is how you go to greatness. That's taking what to think, how someone taught you, or what someone taught you. You make it your own. And when you make it your own, that means also that you own the results. That means that if you bottom out, it's on you. You can't point the finger. You can't blame. You got to figure it out. You're paying your dues. Your dues are in your due. This is like so when you're writing a personal code of success, this is like you're writing another node for your blockchain, right? And if you don't know about blockchain technology, I would challenge you right now. You need to start learning these things because big changes are coming, but that's a whole nother episode. But this is where you layer in the dues. You keep doing and you keep doing. And what you're doing is you're paying your dues. And along the way, you're going to get better. But you're not necessarily going to get better in the results. Here's how you're going to get better. You're going to get better as you do, paying your dues. Better decision making, better learning, better clarity, better knowledge, better instincts, better connections, more curious, more efficient, where you're actually honing your skills. So I'm not going to get out of here without giving you a formula of success. And let me tell you what that formula is. It's right there. Your formula of success. Do, D-O, equals do, D-U-E. Infinitely, repeatedly. How much longer is this going to be? Until is my time frame. Do equals do. Over and over and over and over again. Do, done. That's where you become this overnight success, man. Where somebody walks up to you and says, "Oh my God, these results that you got, unbelievable. How'd you do that?" Or they say, "Where in the world did you even come from?" And you'll say, "Bro, I've been here the whole time, working right in front of you, in plain sight, paying my dues." This is how you become an overnight success. Let me know how your progress is going. You can DM me on all the socials. Let me know how I can actually help. Also, don't forget or you can message me at The Sales Life, marshbuice.com, marsh.com. And if you'll notice right there in the bottom right-hand side, let's see if I can get there. I can't move it. Bottom right-hand side is a mic, and that's a message from you to me. That way you can let me know how your progress is going and what I can actually do to help. So with that, remember, the greatest sale that you will ever make is to sell you on you, because you're more than enough. Stay amazing. Stay in the sales life. Let me get around here and show some love to my people. Hey, what's up, Patrick Tenney? Paying your dues. Tell me what you got, man. Yesterday, I did work that I did not enjoy completing, but I did it anyway. Patrick says the incremental work is just as important as the big day. Absolutely, man. You paid your dues, Patrick. You paid your dues. And that's exactly, a lot of my, I guess the foundation, Patrick, that I get is from just learning about Kobe Bryant. I did an episode a long time ago about this, and I think it was Evan Carmichael who put this on there. But he was talking about. Let's see if I can get to this one format. He was talking about why he works out 4 times. Trying to figure out how to. Let's see. Anyway, he was talking about how working out, he does 4 times, working out 4 times versus 2 times. And so many times what most professional athletes do is they will only work out twice a day. And Kobe says he works out 4 times a day. So he says, I think they were asking him why he does the 5 a.m. workouts. And he said, I do the 5, and then it was 12, and then it was 3, and then it was 6, or something like that. What's up, Randy? Appreciate you tuning in, man. So when he did that, and so they said, why do you do that? And he said, well, because when most people are training twice, I still have the same hours in the day, but because I work out at 5 and I come back at 12 or 1, and then I come back at 3, and then I come back at 6. He said, even once someone picks up on the work that I'm doing and they realize, oh, I'm working, I'm going to start working out 4 times. He said, I've been doing that so long, paying your dues. I've been doing that so long without telling anyone, but I was right there in plain sight, that by the time, if you decided you wanted to do it, I'm so far past you. No matter what you do, you can't catch up. And see, this is what I was talking about earlier, where when no one, people are like, dude, why are you doing this? Or no one's saying anything at all, or no one's checking in, or no one's subscribing, or no one's looking at the content. Man, I've been podcasting since October of 2017. You know how many people actually tuned in? Like 5 or 6. And probably of those 5 or 6, 3 of them were on different platforms of me listening to it, just so I could get my subscriber count up or my downloads up. So I would be on Spotify, I would be on Apple, and then I would find like Google Podcast or Overcast or something, and I would listen to it again. And that way I had 3. But see, man, what it is it's doing those things. It's continuing to do. And if you find a reason why you're doing something, even if it's for no one else, it's for you. That's what success is, right? Ultimate, true, to the bone success is not to rub it in anybody else's face. It's not to bring anybody else down. It's because you saw potential, which potential only means improvement. You saw potential in yourself, and you sought to improve that every single day. Your dues are in your dues. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Sales Life. Be sure and share this episode or even just pass the word, man. If you do anything at all, if you take something from this and teach it to someone else, I'm fine with that. Don't even give me credit, because everything that I talk about is something that I've learned from someone else, from all these books that are behind me, or from conversations that I have with others, great people like Randy and great people like Patrick and Nathaniel and all my salespeople and customers. I just take a culmination of all those things and I apply it to my life, and then I share it with you. That's what it's all about, man. So hope you guys have an amazing, what day are we on? Wednesday? Wednesday. Hope you guys have an amazing day. And if you can't see my shirt, think big, go big, and never go back home. Never settle. Keep selling your way through life no matter what. You guys take care. I'm out of here.